Welcome back. So find the value of A and B in the following equation, given that both A and B are real numbers. So this question was testing on knowing the condition for equality of two complex numbers. And we know that two complex numbers Z1 equals to A1 plus B1I and Z2 given by A2 plus B2I are equal if and only if. So Z1 equals to Z2 if and only if A1 equals to A2 and B1 equals to B2. So that's the condition that for two complex numbers to be equal, then they must have the same real parts and at the same time have the same imaginary parts. So we are going to have two different ways of solving this. The first way is to expand the left-hand side and get the real part, equate it to 3, get the imaginary part, equate it to -1, and then solve the equations. Or the second method is to divide through by 2 plus I, and then get the real part and the imaginary parts on the right-hand side, equate them to the corresponding real parts on the left-hand side and imaginary part. So method 1, so let's expand. So we'll have 2A plus AI plus 2BI. Now BI times I times I is I squared, which is -1. So I'll have minus B equals to 3 minus I. So this will give us 2A minus B as the real part plus A plus 2B I equals to 3 minus I. For these two sides to be the same, then this implies the real part 2A minus B should be the same as 3. You call it equation 1. And then imaginary part A plus 2B should be the same as -1. Call this one equation 2. So from equation 1, B is the same as 2A minus 3. So replacing this one in the second equation, we'll have A plus 2 into 2A minus 3 equals to -1. So A plus 4A minus 6 equals to -1. So which means 5A equals to 5. So which tells us that the value of A is 1. Now when A is 1, it implies B equals to 2 times 1 minus 3, which is 2 minus 3, which is -1. So the value of A is 1, the value of B is -1. Alternatively, we can use another method B. So where we have A plus BI, and then we have 2 plus I equals to 3 minus I. So divide through by 2 plus I, 2 plus I. So which means this and this cancels out. So that implies A plus BI is 3 minus I over 2 plus I. Now we rationalize the denominator by multiplying by conjugate of 2 plus I, which is 2 minus I, 2 minus I. So we'll have A plus BI equals to 3 minus I multiplied by 2 minus I, divide by 2 plus I multiplied by 2 minus I. So what will be 3 by 2 is 6, 3 by minus I is -3I, minus I times 2 is minus 2I, minus minus is plus, I times I is I squared, so negative 1. So 4 minus 2I plus 2I, plus times minus is minus, but I times I is negative 1, so b plus 1. So this implies a plus bi equals to 6 minus 1 is 5, minus 3I minus 2I is minus 5I, and then 4 plus 1 is 5, because minus 2I and 2I cancels out. So this is the same as 5 over 5 minus 5 over 5I, and that simplifies to a plus bi equals to 1 minus I. So this means a equals to 1 and b equals to minus 1. So that is how we can solve that question using two different methods. And assuming we had another problem that find the real solution of the equation 4 plus 2I by x plus 5 minus 3I by y equals to 13 plus I. Assuming we were asked also to solve this question, is actually related to what was asked in this given case. So 5. So what you do, you open the brackets to solve this, open brackets, so that you have 4x plus 2xi plus 5y minus 3yi equals to 13 plus I. Then collect real parts on the left-hand side and imaginary parts. So 4x plus 5y, that will be the real part, plus 2x minus 3y, that's our imaginary part, equals to 13 plus I. And you equate real parts and imaginary parts. So this implies for this equality to be true, 4x plus 5y should be 13. So I call this one equation 1, and 2x minus 3y equals to 1. Call this one equation 2. Now, from equation 2, x will be given by 1 plus 3y over 2. So replace this value in the first equation. We'll have 4 into and then 4, when you divide by 2, you get 2. So we'll have 2 into 1 plus 3y plus 5y equals to 13. So this will be 2 plus 6y plus 5y equals to 13. So 2 plus 11y equals to 13. So 11y, taking 2 to the right-hand side will be 11. So it means y equals to 1. And so x value will be given by 1 plus 3 times 1 over 2, which is 1 plus 3 over 2. So 4 over 2, which is 2. So therefore, for this question, x is 2 and y is 1. So that's how we solve such related problem. Thank you.